Hey, you two. I've missed a couple days because I've been just jumping off of work, working, jumping off of work, taking a nap, jumping off of work, getting things done. Appointments here, appointments there that I've scheduled with customers, whether it be a hairdo or some clothing that had to be done. So I just been getting to it. But I still want to be consistent. I still want to do what I said I would do. Talking to you guys about entrepreneurship. This is I want to say my third week of full entrepreneurship and just Southern. So how's it going, Tarnisha? It's going magnificent. I can't even lie to y'all. God is real. God is promising. If you do the work, it'll work. You just got to be consistent. You have to keep moving. You have to do it. You can't just say, okay, I want to be a multimillionaire. I want this, I want that, and think it's gonna happen overnight. You got to do the work. You got to make it happen. Give it and granted that some days you're going to be exhausted. Some moments, even with business, what I learn is that the more things I want to do, the more things I want to conquer, the mind sometimes get overclouded and get bombarded. So you have to ask God to give me a peace of mind, to give me clarity so that I make the choices that's going to enhance what I'm trying to do. Now, along this way, you're going to learn, educate yourself. You're going to learn a lot. And along this way, you're going to learn the do's and the don'ts and some things that you could have done to make business more pleasurable. I'm learning that, and I already invest a whole lot in material and machines, et cetera, et cetera. But now I'm learning that it's very, very conducive if you decide and you start when you going hard in your business and you know that's what you're going to do and you know that's where you're going to be making it happen at marketing. Marketing, you guys. All these social media platforms, we have to market. Don't nobody know you exist if they don't know you exist, right? So I'm sorry, y'all, it's a fly. From um, from TikTok to Facebook to Snapchat, even Twitter. I don't use Twitter as much, but for some reason I still have it. So, whatever social medias that you still have that's still active, I encourage you to I'm sorry y'all. It ain't even perfected this editing stuff yet either, and I ain't editing nothing out until I perfect it. So if y'all see this fly around me, I'm gonna swap it because I don't like flies. Okay, um, but yeah, everything that I have in my heart desire to do, I'm gonna do it. I've made up in my mind that this time is no turning back. Even on my long days, I feel like God help me. What was I thinking? But He lets me know that faith without works is dead. And once I get to where I cannot do it alone no more, He will bring somebody into play to not only help me, that will also encourage me and be able to walk this success lifestyle out with me. Because I can't lie, I cannot tell a lie. My business didn't start from the bottom this time. I had built clientele through the pandemic. I've been sewing since 2014. My cleaning business is probably 1 year strong. Yep, about 1 year strong. So my cleaning business 1 year strong. My sewing is years in the making, and every day I'm still learning new stuff. I'm still doing new things, and even now, from sewing to home decor and things that I'm trying to add to my collection, and so it's just so much that I desire to do. But I've learned you get in one realm, you do one thing, and you focus on that one thing and you master that one thing and ask God to blow it up, ask God to elevate it. And in due season, guess what? It's gonna happen. Faint not, you guys. Connect to the right people, be around the right people, be around the right conversations. That's the most imperative thing. A lot of people don't know the reasons that some of our dreams and aspirations are lacking. It's not because we don't have the how to. It's not because we not gonna make it. It's not because we're not good. But some of us, we don't want to network. We don't want to connect to people. We don't like to talk. We don't like to be on social media. We're living in a social media type world. So what do you expect? You're gonna have to put yourself out there, even though you don't want to put yourself out there. And I always tell people that come to me for business advice, etc. I said, you know what? Post it if you gotta post it and lay the phone down, which meaning post it and run. Just post it. You don't have to post your face. You don't have to post, what's going on around you. Of course, as you see, I don't have a designated place to record. So I'm going to be at school sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to be at home. Sometimes I may be in a restaurant. Sometimes I may be in my car. Sometimes I may be in the store, wherever I'm at. And God tell me, Tanisha, you've been slacking. You said you was going to do it. You're not being consistent. You need to do some content. I'm going to do it. So I'm at work and I was sitting here like, okay, Lord, I almost got a whole nother hour. What am I going to do? It's like, you ain't brought no content out yesterday. You went to work, you come home, you relaxed. You didn't sew. You took a day off of sewing because you was tired, and I had hair to do last night, to tell you the truth. And I knew that the a hair appointment I had was like at midnight. So I had to be, mindful to not outburn myself to be ready when she got there, and then still be able to get up and come to work this morning. So it worked out. I got energy. I'm having a good day. Everything is going as planned. But yeah, business of entrepreneurship, you guys. One thing I'm learning from listening to my podcast, one thing I'm learning from looking at different websites and different people and their growth journey, just do it. I wouldn't tell you nothing that I have not been through. God is not going to put you in a position that He's not going to cover you. If it's destined by God, it's going to happen. If it's destined for God for you and your business to succeed, it's going to be what it's going to be. But you have to keep working. So get out your feelings. That breakup, that person that made you mad, that job that didn't work out, and they keep treating you any old kind of way for 5 or 7 or even $10 an hour. Sometimes now you have to see if your worth is worth what you're getting treated as. And if it's not adding up, you guys do the subtraction, right? When I say do the subtraction, you do what's necessary to put yourself in a better position. I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep doing whatever I need to do for God to elevate me. And when I get to the point that I can feel like, okay, y'all, guess what? Your girl has partially and almost arrived. That's when I'm going to look back and I'm going to tell God, you told me. You told me if I be consistent. You told me that if I keep my faith in your face, that you would bless me. You told me that if I don't entertain this and I keep my mindset over here, that this would blow up. So I'm trusting you on your word. You got to bring him back to what he promised you. A lot of us walk around like a chicken with a head cut off. These jobs, or even when I was working my last job, you listen, they was on waiting one time on a raise, and I thought all the fuss was like some serious money. So I was hearing the people complain, and it's some very, very good workers. So I was listening to the people complain, and I was listening to the people talk. But then when I found out like the raise was like 50 cents, I was like, okay, may God bless you, however. But in my mind, I'm thinking, do they not know their worth? Even while working here, I'm not going to sleep on what God has given me, because I don't have to wait on you to give me a 50-cent raise. I can go home and tell God, Lord, turn up the gift. Do something in my life where I don't have to wait and beg people for 50 cents more, and they working their butt off every day. These are some of the people been there since the company been there. Why should somebody have to beg you for what's due to them when you're making the money? I never understood that. So a lot of businesses and a lot of places is going under because of that greed situation. Okay, we making the money, but we're gonna take majority of our money and put it back into our business so we can stay millionaires, but we're not gonna pay the people who push the product out, knowing that without them there's no us. Okay, if that works for you, God bless you. But I told God to put me in a position so that I can do things that made sense. I want to be in a position that today, if I wanted to wake up and say, I want to make $500, I want to make $5, I want to make $5,000, what do I need to do today, God, to get where I want to be? What do I need to do today to be in a position that I've never been in before? And he says, your hands need to keep moving. Your mind needs to stay clear. Your thoughts need to stay clear. Your vision needs to stay clear. You can't be all over the place. An unstable man is unstable in all his ways. You can't chase people and situations and think that they're going to change if the person or the situation is comfortable in doing what they're doing. You have to make up your mind that you don't fit into the equation no more. And until you make up your mind of that, It's going to be a rotating cycle. It's just like a relationship, you guys. It's going to be a rotating cycle that, okay, you don't want to get off this roller coaster. You ride around the next round. Ain't going to be no different detour. Ain't going to be no different route. It's the same ride because you've made the conscious decision that I don't want more for myself. So I'm going to stay on this ride. I already know what this ride presents. I already know what these people has in store for me. I already know how far I can go. But what if what God had planned for you? What if it made it? What if God really knocked your socks off? What if God really put you in a position that you ain't never got to work for nobody? You ain't even got to ever stress about a dollar, a dime, or none of that no more. Nothing would be in the way of lacking in your life because everything that you're doing will connect to Him. And that's the realm that I'm trying to be in. It's not so much financial, but I promise you it's freedom and purpose that I'm fighting for. I want to be able, when I want to go to church, whether it's in state or out of state, when I say, God, I want to go, I want to get in my car and go. I want to be financially set. So if I got to book a room, I can book a room. If I got to stay overnight, I can stay overnight. I ain't got to worry about no points. I ain't got to worry about calling out. All I know that I want to be in a position to do what God has for me in this season. And I know that it's all happening. I know that it's coming to pass. So yeah, you guys, I don't know what to label this as today. All I'm gonna say is the journey is just beginning. It's just beginning. The work is just beginning. Keep your hands on the plow. Keep working. And you know the word says, and I always say the word, you guys, because that's all I know is Bible. The word says, work while it's day. That night will surely fall, that no man will be able to work. So when it's too late and your heads are cold and your body can no longer do anything, there is nothing else you have to give to this world, this thing called life. Give all of what you got. Tell God, use me up so that when I'm used up, everything that you put into me, I can give it to the people or I can bless the people, right? So, yeah, you guys, I've enjoyed you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I look forward to talking to you guys at least 2 to 3 times a week. At least. If I don't make it every day, you guys, you're going to see me throughout the week. And with time, like I told you, we're going to get so much better. We're going to get so much consistent. We're going to get so much deep into how good God is, from life to my financial status to my divorces, how God covered me and kept me as a single mom of 4. One daughter in college finna graduate. My son went D1 in football, and I have kids that's in high school. They're soon to come out. How did you do it? How did you do it? Y'all, I promise you it was nobody but God. I promise you it was nobody but God. So if you keep Him first, He will forever keep you first. But if you put Him at the bottom, you put Him in the back, you better question if what you're doing and what you're destined to do, if it's going to survive. Because God, I promise you, will make it all worth your weight. All that's coming, that favor and that overflow, put Him in the beginning. Put Him in your in the morning. Put Him in the middle. Put Him at the end. And watch God be a promise keeper. That's all I have to say. I will talk to y'all later. I enjoy talking to y'all so much already. I'm getting more comfortable with this, and I don't even know why I'm not comfortable, because I'm on Facebook all the time live, inspiring and encouraging and jumping on and telling them what's the tea. But I guess for this, because I'm building this and I'm so not used to this huge community, it's new to me. I don't really worry about comments. I tell people, just like I tell them on Facebook, if the comments don't reflect my personality, I can block or delete. Negative stuff is not allowed nowhere near me. I don't live in that realm. I would never be a part of that. So over here is fruitfulness and prospering and growing and being somebody. So all the crazy, stuff, keep it out of my comments. But you're free to inbox me. You're free to talk to me. You're free to ask me questions. Yeah, and then one day we will do a tour as I'm working and show y'all what I'm working on as far as items and stuff I design and stuff I do. You'll actually get to see my office. I'm in a position. I'm actually putting together some shelves so I can have things properly, you know, organized so we can make this stuff work. We're going to work this thing together. I want my YouTube channel, I want it to be as transparent and real. I don't really want a lot of that brushed up stuff where sometimes you go in and it's always perfecto. No, I'm going to show y'all what it's like when you're working, and I'm going to show y'all what it's like when it's cute. So I want y'all to see both parts of the world, because it gets ugly in entrepreneurship and it gets tight but it gets very comfortable the more you work it and you trust God. So I'll see y'all in my next TikTok video. Thank y'all for coming by to visit me. Come again real soon.